Hey, Elise Cartwright here, your fave online business coach who's here to help you create an online business that's easy, fun, and profitable. No fluff, no BS, just actionable strategies you can implement inside every single video. Now today, I want to talk to you about how you can make money in your business without using social media. And it's actually not without using social media, it's without having to be on social media. Now I'm going to talk about the difference between using social media and being on social media. So I'm a huge proponent of using the tools that we have available to us, but I'm also not a fan of actually being on social media. So that's why you won't really see me doing a whole bunch of reels, you won't see me doing a whole bunch of stories, and you won't see me doing a lot of posts. And that's just because I don't want to be on social media. So I'm not actively on there. However, I'm a huge fan of scheduling tools and a huge fan of repurposing. So if you understand that your audience is likely on a social media platform, but you don't want to have to be on it all the time, then I want to talk to you about how that looks. And the number one way that I utilize social media in my business is through repurposing content. So it helps if you have some type of long form content. So we basically go long form content and then we repurpose. So you can take a couple of different approaches in the way that you repurpose. So you could just simply go, you know what, I'm just going to create social posts, but you could also take that content and turn it into another long form content or another actually short form content. So you could just use it to create social posts. You could use it to do videos, and I'm talking like 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the type of long form content that you're repurposing. So you could turn it into a video. You could turn it into a podcast episode. And you could also obviously go blog post. It depends on what you're starting with. But there's 4 different ways that you can repurpose, and then all you do is schedule, right? You just schedule this out. I use Buffer to do that. And then it looks like you are on social media, but you're not actually physically on. There is another great tool that I use called repurpose.io. Now that is only applicable if you're doing video. And what that allows you to do is take a video from one of your platforms and repurpose it onto another platform. Now it's just a straight switch. It's not like you're going to go in there and repurpose it into short form content, although you could. But there's just so many different things that you can do. So it's more a case of asking yourself, what is the type of content that my audience resonates with the most, but also understanding that not every single person in your audience is going to watch videos. So for me personally, I do video and I do blog posts, and I just repurpose, as in if I do a video first, which is what I tend to do, then I will get that transcribed and turned into a blog post and embed the video into the blog post. So they're both connected. Now, if I wanted to, I could also take the audio from that actual video and turn that into a podcast if I wanted to, but I'm not a huge podcast person, so I haven't done that. But you could do all 3. But here's the thing, start with one long form content platform first, repurpose that into whatever makes sense, right? You can do a straight repurpose, and what I mean by that is you don't need to edit or do anything like that. Just repurpose it onto another platform, and then you can amplify it by putting a little bit of money behind it, running like retargeting ads, so doing like a $2 campaign. More details around how to do that probably somewhere up here in another video that I've done, but really this is just about recognizing that you don't need to be on social media to use social media. So I hope that this was helpful. Your action step in this moment is to literally look at your long form content and ask yourself the question, how can I repurpose this easily? Something that's not going to take you longer than 5 minutes to do, right? Super simple. And then how am I going to share that content out in a way that makes it appear that I'm on social media, but I'm not actually on social media. Then from there, you want to optimize that content. And again, I'm going to put another video where I talk about what that looks like to optimize that content, because you want your content to be working for you 24/7. And if any of this resonates with you, then I'd love to invite you to check out the Digital Income Accelerator. It is my monthly online coaching membership where you get feedback, support, and one-on-one coaching. More details below.